Hello, all of you delightful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Raw Zim, and this is House Flipper 2. And we have Hex down there in the bottom left working on some art. And meanwhile, I am using the Tea of Talkie, so transform me to your heart's content, everyone. And probably enjoy the many, talks about, whatever it is Gip Gap was on about. Warhammer.
Can't wait for a stream full of Zim giving the middle finger to a bunch of houses. Let's go.
Wait, what?
Wow.
Because it's called House Flipper. Or is this like a dolphin situation? You know, they have flippers too. I'll stop.
Probably a good idea. You don't want to set me going with the puns.
You want puns? I can do puns. I love puns.
I swear every Brit I know loves them.
No.
That is like
No?
a universal trait of the British, apparently. Like, yes, others love puns as well, but it seems to be especially loved by the British.
I just
Puns
think
are-
the neat.
Puns are lovely, it's just too many just sets the brain off.
Go for
can
it,
I handle that
Epic.
much punishment.
Epic. Destroy him.
No, please have mercy.
I mean, I don't exactly dance because I'm told to dance, but I mean, if I think of a good couple of puns, I'll probably just shout them out.
What? You don't want to be a good boy? Get some scritches behind your ears when you do a good job? Oh, I hear ya.
Zim, of course the British like puns. They, unlike Americans, they have a sense of humor. After all, who better to know the joke than the joke itself?
Ah, fair.
Got 'em. I get to insult Americans and British both in one go. I feel so accomplished. That joke, by the way, was dedicated to Mala. In particular, specifically.
Too bad
I'm
Mala
British,
went to
Mala.
bed.
I'm
We'll see
British
it.
too, but okay.
There are only two British people, Mala and the rest of the cringe people.
This is a what?
And the rest of the cringe people.
Oh, okay.
But don't worry, at least they're not French.
What's wrong with the French?
Hmm. You know, like... Okay, picture drawing a circle, but then, like, you don't fully close the loop. And you can see that it's obviously wrong.
Uh-huh.
That's kind of like being French. Before the British people hear us, I tell the French people the same thing about the British.
You know I can
Just
still
don't
hear
tell
you,
them
right?
to tell each other. They
I can
can't
still-
hear us, it's okay.
I very much can hear you.
Sorry, what was that?
I'm sitting right here. I can hear you. You don't-
The British
you,
breakfast was
talking-
made better by the Americans because they removed the beans.
I actually agree. I don't really want the beans personally.
Hey, Asher. Do I really need to be careful? Or do you want me to call you A very good boy.
How many people do you call good boy? What? Okay, how many dogs are here?
Now,
Not
calling
counting
people a
me.
good boy is free. Calling
Yeah.
him master is a separate ordeal.
Yes.
I
There are
like
a
how you
lot
said
of dogs
ordeal,
here.
not. I like how you said ordeal, not thing.
Yeah. I can't find the right word to use, so I just used that one.
No, I think that one's fitting. And then there's Hex. Hex is my very good boy. Aren't you?
Maybe. Maybe.
No, you are my good boy.
Asher has a point. He's a dragon, not a cat, not a dog. So dragons are more like cats. So instead of doing the dog thing, you need to do the cat thing where you go like, kitty, 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 kitty. And then you like, if the cat actually comes up, you just like gently scratch the top of the head. Because that's how cats like it, apparently.
Just because you're a dragon does not
Right.
mean that you cannot be a good boy. Dragons are capable of being very obedient, very dutiful and attentive, and able to fully do whatever their master needs them to.
I was gonna ask if you were describing a kobold, and then you said the last part.
You know, not everyone is going to be a good boy. There's good girls too.
Yeah.
Sure, sure. But I'm gay, so I'm gonna
Ah.
cater to the you know to the boys.
Fair enough.
But is that you saying that you'd rather be called a good girl?
No. No, I am quite fine with being called a good boy. Not that I want that.
So you have admitted that you like that. Got it. Got him.
The first slip.
Would somebody clip that for me?
Please do not. Please do
On
not.
it.
No.
Just in case, make sure you read voice chat rules.
Yeah, pineapple's the safe word if you actually don't want it done.
I'd rather not have clips. So, yeah, please. Pineapple, whatever. Meh.
Message. Why won't you go in? There we go.
Message what?
Give Gab message Brian, please.
I sent Brian a message.
Thank you.
So this game is just about putting together furniture then?
No, that's just one part of it.
Ah.
Yeah.
The other part is staring. And then going, that doesn't look right. And then you spend 20 minutes finagling with a window. Only to realize there are no windows the correct size.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, this particular task is something that just helps me with the rest of the game. Where I get to have things be a bit cheaper.
Oh yeah, I also remembered. I was gonna talk about something earlier, and then I completely got sidetracked by the Warhammer thing. I've been once more listening to a lot of cave diving stories, and it just reaffirms my belief that like, like, do you know how dangerous cave diving is?
Yes.
Incredibly.
Yeah, it's led to me being like, okay, so it's like, okay, diving, it is dangerous. It requires safe practice. It requires good equipment. It requires experience, following the rules. It's dangerous, but it's doable. Caving is for like, there's the story that there are brave cave divers and there are cave divers who retire. And only really special people get to be both. Almost everyone thinks they're that person, and then they turn out to be a brave cave diver only. And then there's cave diving, to which, like, the best way I can describe it is the skull emoji. And it's
mean,
like,
Like how you'd like sort of go into a cave and then just sort of shove yourself into the thinnest crack possible.
well, see, the thing is, cave diving is that, but you're doing it underwater. So it's
Oh.
only significantly more dangerous. Because to be clear, there are different types of cave, different safety requirements, different caves. You can cave dive safely. You should never do it without certification, training, instruction, and equipment. And that takes a lot of time, a lot of experience. It's not easy.
Yeah, I don't really know why you'd want to do cave diving compared to regular caving.
Because fundamentally it falls into the same thing. Discovery. Honestly, some people just enjoy the feeling, enjoy the thrill, enjoy the excitement. Because to a lot of these things, caves are some of the places we explore less than other kinds of things. Like, think about it. If we want to discover new islands, satellite views pretty much cover the entire planet.
Sleep well, Grow.
Good night.
Also, Azure, come join voice.
Yeah, like, if it comes to discovering land masses, we've already got that covered. You can discover new animals, and that's not really easy, but it's not hard. So when it comes to exploration of the world around us, not just like human parts of the world, because like, yeah, you can always talk about like people who go around trying new restaurants and stuff, but it's not really that counts. We're talking about like discovering places people have never been to, being like the first person to ever set foot somewhere, the first person to ever see something, the first person to ever be in a room in a cave, for example. People like that. And I understand like the appeal. I understand like that there is like genuine appeal in that I can comprehend. Which is why, for example, caving is pretty popular as a sport compared to like even cave diving. And even diving is pretty popular, relatively speaking. It's just different dives will require different amounts of certification. The thing that always gets to me is when you're diving, you always have one solution, which is you can go up. It gets complicated when you're talking about decompressing because, you know, you can't just go to like the bottom of a lake that's like 200 meters deep and then go up. Like you'll die if you do that, or at least you'll probably need immediate medical attention. You have to do decompression stops because air compressing, blah blah blah, different gas mixtures. It requires a lot of training and effort, and it's complicated. And caving allows you to get that new exploration feeling that even diving sometimes doesn't give you, because we do hire professional cavers to map out caves. Like there is genuine utility in that, just exploring a cave system, getting to know it, seeing how it interacts with the world. Sometimes we discover new animal species in there. We make all sorts of new geological discoveries. It's really cool. It helps us better understand the world around us. And cave diving is just caving, but underwater. until you get to the part where it's caving and underwater, and you realize that it's completely different things meshing together the dangers of both caving and diving, but underwater. And none of the like safety benefits of both of them, which is like technically if you're caving, you can go to the mouth of the cave and leave, unless you're interrupted, which is true for cave diving as well. And if you're diving, you can go up, but when you're cave diving, you can't go up. And if you run out of oxygen, you can't go back out the way you came. You're just gonna run out of oxygen and die. So it's really dangerous. And it is why cave divers tend to be fairly few, and good cave divers will be exceedingly experienced, exceedingly safe, and they are some of the best in the world at what they do. And then you realize they're like in their mid-30s, they've made thousands of dives, and they want to retire when they're 40, because when they're 40, they're already too old and they can't really continue with the physical exertion of like doing really impressive cave dives. And at that point, they retire and become an instructor. And it's like, wow, like your profession ends when you're like mid-30s, 40s, something like that, because people like don't want to continue risking their life over and over. Jesus Christ.
I mean, getting to retire early is always nice.
Well, not retire in the sense that you no longer need to work. More retire in the sense that you can't really do it. So instead, you take up another aspect of the profession. They usually become instructors, they run dive shops, they maybe help with rescues and such, but they don't really cave dive fully the way they do before.
Oh, retiring because of medical aspect.
Kind of. It depends on
age.
the person. Yeah. Because it depends on them. Like, some of them will retire for medical, some of them will retire younger or older. To some extent, it depends on the risk tolerance they have. Some of them will like retire decently old, and some of them will be like, all right, I'm 30. I've done enough cave dives. I am no longer willing to risk my life every time I cave dive, because even a small thing going wrong and you're trapped in there, or you are not gonna have enough oxygen to get out. And it's not like a cave where if you're trapped in a cave, you could technically still stay alive for maybe a couple of days while rescue comes. No. You mess up, you got maybe 2-3 minutes. Maybe,
I am really
if you're lucky.
confused because you call it caving and caving for
diving,
both.
Cave diving for the second.
Ah.
Yeah, like, oh, I was watching a story recently. Like, there are two people who went caving, and they, you know, when people are ignoring the warning signs, and you're sitting here like, what? Why would you do this? What in the world possesses you to think this is a good idea?
Yeah.
They're going into a cave they've gone to before. Cool. They notice there's a little waterfall outside of the cave that isn't normally there, and they're like, oh, well, that's kind of weird, but the cave looks dry inside. Whatever. They go inside the cave, and there's a section of the cave that has water that sometimes you kind of have to like wade through to get to the next section. And they're like, okay, well, the water's a little deeper than normal. That's kind of weird. And as they keep going deeper into the cave, it turns out an hour after they went in, a massive rainstorm poured down where the cave was. And the water went from stronger than it was before to, holy, like, we need to get on the dry area because the water is literally going to pull us away. So they're moving to get onto a higher, drier area. One of them slips and the water just like zoops him away. Man managed to grab onto a ledge and like hold on. The other person watching him was like, oh no. For the next 30 minutes, he heard the other person screaming, but he couldn't really hear what he was saying, so he just assumed it was like screaming for help, right? Which is mildly horrifying, but okay. At least he's alive. The other person was screaming to tell him, hey, I'm fine, I'm alright, don't worry. It's just that he was holding onto a ledge for dear life. The other person was just hearing him scream. So after like 30 minutes, he went like, okay, the water's really strong, but I think if I'm careful, I can make it. And he stepped into the water and he just got zoomed away. He didn't hold onto a ledge. He just got dragged through like 300 feet of cave. And eventually, after a while, the cave just spat him out an entire other cave entrance. Which is
That
wild.
is ominous.
He had to be hospitalized, but he was fine. Miraculously, he did not hit his head somehow. He just got hit everywhere else. The first guy basically got stuck in that cave. Rescuers couldn't really go inside because they were like, well, the water's really intense, but it's been calming down. What if we just tried diving through this section? And the rescuers were like, no, we're not gonna do that. You'd have to rescue. If two of us went and dived to rescue that guy, you'd have to rescue 3 people. Or 2 corpses and 1 person. So they refused to do it. They just decided to wait it out. My man waited like 50 hours until he was rescued. And that's kind of the downside of cave diving, but also surprisingly an upside compared to cave diving, which is if you go caving and cave diving. If you go caving, the cave is still dangerous, but you can be rescued if you don't immediately die and if you can get to a safe area. If you go cave diving and something goes wrong, and there's no air pocket or easy way for you to exit, you got 2 to 3 minutes at most holding your breath before somebody rescues you, or else you're pretty much as good as gone. If people go caving and something happens, somebody can sit at the entrance waiting for like an hour for you to come out and call rescue, knowing there's still a chance you're alive. If you go cave diving and after like 5 minutes you don't come up, they're already calling to recover your body, not like to rescue you. It is terrifying. And a part of me doesn't understand it. But
I'm just not gonna go in the ocean. I think I'm just gonna stay home. I think.
well, like I said, the ocean is fine comparatively speaking, because the ocean has the upside of you just being able to go up to get out.
Yeah, but there's underwater caves in the ocean. I'm just not gonna go near them. I'm just
Yeah.
fine here.
Genuinely, like if you ever hear anything about diving, at some point you'll probably have it told to you, but like if you ever go diving, that's fine. Just because you can dive does not mean you can cave dive at all, period. You cannot take your diving skills and apply them to cave diving in the same way. It is a specialized section of diving that you have to treat with care and respect, and you cannot cave dive just because you can dive. Otherwise you end up, to give a similar example, caving requires its own specialized set of skills, equipment, and training. And I was coincidentally watching a story today about 2 people who decided to go caving in this really cool cave that they discovered. They were climbers, not...
Protogen6768, thank you for that follow. Welcome.
Ooh, a proto. Yay.
Somebody's gonna eat your ram sticks, careful. Yeah, these people were free climbers, or like rock climbers. They were not cavers, and they decided to go in a cave. For some reason, they decided to choose a pretty challenging cave. Basically, imagine having to squeeze into a hole where like it's narrow and small enough that you basically have to like sloop in like foot first, standing up straight, and you can't turn around while you're going into the hole because it's that narrow. And then you have to descend that fairly narrow passageway down about like 20 feet, which is about, say, 5-6 meters vertically. And then you get to another area where you have to go down like 50 feet. So let's say about 15 meters vertically. And only then after that do you get to like the actual part of the cave. Now, if you're caving, you use ropes, you secure yourself, because a fall is bad. Because turns out if you fall, getting you out is much harder than getting you in. These people, they were solo climbers, so they were like, oh, if we can climb rocks, we can climb this. Easy peasy.
The solo
Except that it has-
climbers are the ones that worry me most.
But they were at least traveling together, you know? So they're taking their precautions. They didn't use rope. They didn't bring proper safety equipment. They brought a headlamp, and they were gonna climb with their hands. Because they free climb. They normally solo climb. They're good to go, right?
No.
Free climbing's different.
Yeah, it is. It's really, really different. Doubly so because the area had rained recently, so the rocks were wet. So you're vertically climbing down into a cave with wet rocks, with no safety equipment, no proper cave training, into a cave they don't really know. They managed to get down. Everything went fine. They spent a while exploring, everything was cool, it was challenging, but they did it. And then when they were climbing back up, one of them fell, and basically, he ended up unable to stand back up. He had a big cut of his head and he was bleeding pretty bad, but they managed to stabilize that. It's just that he suddenly, after the fall, couldn't feel anything from the waist down.
That's not good.
And also, his ankle was facing the wrong direction.
Ugh.
And it took a lot of effort and a lot of rescue to get him out because his other buddy was thankfully able to climb out safely. God bless them, at least decided to travel in pairs. And the rescuers were actually able to like get him out after literally having to like demolish entire parts of the entrance just to be able to transport him out because they couldn't get the proper stretcher out. And since they were dealing with a spine injury, they were trying to be really, really careful about moving him, which was bad because every time they moved him, he was a pain. So the moral of the story is that cave isn't really marked in maps. It's not really a known entrance. The cave is apparently really pretty, but there's a reason they don't really mark it anywhere. They don't really want people going into it because, oh, look, you see a little hole in the ground. It turns into a big cave and it's very pretty. And then, you know, rescuers have to spend untold amounts of effort just trying to get you out because they literally have to sledgehammer away parts of the entrance to fit you through it.
Yeah, that makes sense why people don't. It makes sense why they don't want to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's you may be able to climb, but climbing in a cave is very different. You have really different priorities when you're worried about that. And it like you do have some similarity between like caving and cave diving and diving and cave diving. And some interesting though, like you get some of the really easy overlapping rules, like, hey, how much air do you have left? If you have half of your air supply left, you need to go right now because you use half of it coming in and half of it going out, minimum. And a lot of them follow the like 1/3 of your air supply going in, 1/3 of your air supply going out, 1/3 of your air supply is an emergency, I believe is the like rule of thumb kind of thing. And even then, a lot of them are way more conservative than that because, well, you only if it goes wrong, you're only making the trip once. You don't get a do-over. And you run into issues like, oh, you ended up using way more oxygen than you thought you would, or one of your tanks got stuck and you couldn't fit it through an opening. Because there are cave dives that require you to like take off your air tanks from your back where they're properly secured and like push them through the opening, and then you have to like wiggle in through the opening, just barely able to fit through. And then there are stories of like people whose tanks get caught, so they have to like dump one of them behind, and then they immediately have to go out because like, oh well, now I'm not gonna make it if I stay here.
Yeah,
And it's horrifying.
no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So no thank you from me.
But people are crazy. There's a site in Texas that's really popular for diving, because it's also really hard and dangerous, and a lot of people have tried. And there's one moment where a guy, two of his friends got stuck in there and never made it out. And nobody really knows what happened to them. They just something happened, something went wrong, and they couldn't really rescue him or the bodies. Eventually, I think they did, over time, after a long while. And the guy went back to the dive site because basically there's a really, it goes all the way down, and then there's a really tiny entrance at the bottom. It's just barely a tunnel you can fit through. And if you go through that tunnel, it opens up into a bigger chamber, and then you can fit through an even tinier tunnel, and then there's another big chamber, and people just want to see how far they can go. And it's really accessible, it's really easy to get to, which also makes people want to try it. And because there have been numerous incidents at that place and numerous people have died, the guy eventually decided, screw it, I don't want this to happen to anyone else, not like to my friends. So he went to that place with concrete and metal bars and dove to the bottom of that thing, went to the very small entrance and placed the metal bars in there so that nobody would go in. And like a year later, somebody removed them and placed a note saying, you can't stop us.
Of course.
People like
Even though
this.
it was a safety reason why you put it in. Damn it, people.
Yeah. And it was particularly heartbreaking because the guy then had to recover more bodies from that place, including some of his students. Which I'm pretty sure, like, it's the kind of thing where, like, you really can't stop people, but also, like, Jesus Christ, why are people like this? I don't think you could pay me to ever go into that cave.
Hello
Hi,
there,
Mario.
Maddie.
Hi, Maddie.
Oi.
Pat,
Hi.
pat, pat.
Ah. Thank you,
How are
Pats.
ya?
What's up, Gabby?
Somebody told you to stop apologizing for your great descriptions in AOR. That you're doing great.
Hmm.
That's the anonymous review from a coworker. He likes your descriptions.
Oh. It's not very anonymous if you tell me who said it.
It's not really anonymous.
I was gonna say, I don't think he was trying to be anonymous.
I was just being cheeky.
You stink.
How you doing?
Doing alright yourself. Also, what'd you say, Zim?
I don't remember. I blame Gib Gab.
I'm just trying to promote anti-tourism. I'm trying to preemptively have anyone who has any thoughts of K-diving ever to like not do it.
I see. Don't need to worry about me wanting to do it. I'm terrified.
Me too.
Hex is a great artist. And yes,
What?
Maddie is a fantastic storyteller too.
That's
Yes,
a
you
lie.
are, Hex. And yes, you are too, Maddie.
Maddie, take the
God.
fucking compliment.
My
you're
freaking
not a
pets
fantastic-
just arguing with me up and down everywhere.
Maddie, if you're not a fantastic storyteller, why am I still so excited for the next session of AOR?
You know what? Maybe I'm just being bratty because no one will play Liar's Bar with me.
What's Liar's Bar? That rings a bell.
It's the gambling game where each round you lose, you also play Russian roulette.
Ah, that one. Right.
Well, I mean, there's
the-
also the version where you take poison instead.
That's true. Alas, you can't stream it. Well, maybe you can. I don't know. Twitch's rules on
I'm just,
depictions of that kind of stuff.
Maddie, I was tempted to join, but with some news going on, just set me
Okay,
off the mood.
Brian.
Yeah.
This is like the 15th time you have brought up this news. What is it?
I'm gonna send you a message because pretty sure it's not Twitch appropriate.
Then why do you keep... keeps bringing it up, keeps talking about it, and it's a vague and sure, but Maddie, you're a good boy.
No.
Yes, huh?
Okay. Fine.
Pat, pat, pat.
Dickfoot bats.
Hello there,
Maddie.
Bagash.
Maddie, I have an important question.
Yes.
What game is Simon Belmont from?
Castlevania.
What about Ridley?
The
The like weird dragon thing.
I don't know which game, but I know the series.
What's the series?
It's Metroid.
Who is Sheik?
Sheik is Zelda, but not.
Gib
I
Gab?
can't be the only person who didn't know any of that.
Yes, you are.
I can't be.
To be fair, I only know most of that because of Smash Brothers. I probably wouldn't know otherwise.
I mean, I've never played Smash Brothers, and I'm pretty sure I can answer two of the 3 questions correctly, maybe.
So, Matteo, a couple of nights ago, we discovered. So, Gib Gab was one.
Your mom.
surprised that all of the characters from Super Smash Bros. Are from other games. He
Seriously?
apparently thought that all the characters were original to Smash Bros.
Not all of
Every
not all
single
of
one
them. No. I know
So he thought
most of them were
Pikachu
from
was
their own
original to
game.
Smash Brothers.
I thought, like, for example, oh, Sheik is like some weird Smash character. Like, I didn't think Sheik because I didn't know at all who Sheik was, so I just made the assumption.
To be fair,
I didn't think.
I've never seen or even heard of the game that Sheik is from, but I just know it's Legend of Zelda because of Smash Brothers.
Sheik is from, they've had them pop up in a couple of them, but the original place that it came up was Ocarina of Time. I won't go into more detail for anybody that may want to play it at some point and find out. Even though, you know, at this point I kind of doubt you're ever going to if you haven't played that game already. But that's
Game's at
beside
least,
the
what,
point.
20? Game's like 20 years old now? Probably
Do
more.
not say how old things are!
How the fuck am I older than that game, to be fair?
Oh my god, that game is older than me.
But yeah, so that led into GibGab trying to figure out, or rather guess, where each character from Smash Bros. Was from. GibGab did not know where Ganondorf was from, or Sheik, or the others that he mentioned. We even gave him the hint of, you know, Simon Belmont, Belmont being his last name, and that still did not tell GibGab where they were from, even though his master literally quotes it all the time.
I never register that. Because it's just a word. Like, Belmont means nothing to me. Why would I remember him saying that?
Anyways, we're going to be doing a watch party of that recording. If you would like to join on Tuesday, Matteo.
Sure. Let me turn my fan up. It's hot in here and I'm starting to feel weird.
Is your beanie on?
I just took it off.
Good boy.
But it just seems like it's warm everywhere.
Oh, it is so warm.
I want to join in on that watch party so bad.
I've never been to a watch party. What was it like? Is that snacks?
You watch things together.
Holy fuck, it is 85 degrees in my room.
Blech.
I don't have any idea
God.
how warm it is right here in with my computer, but I know in the apartment in the hallway where, you know, there aren't any computers, it's running about, last I checked was about 78.
The heck you Americans with your weird high numbers for temperature.
I mean, if you want us to translate, we can.
78
gotta
Fahrenheit
give me-
should be about 25. 85 Fahrenheit should be closer to 30.
That's hot!
There you go.
I mean, what is it? At 85 degrees Fahrenheit, our equipment starts shutting down at work, so we have to keep it cooler than that. So we have 2 AC units. But
I didn't
God,
know you
does
could
it
come
suck.
from that side of the screen. That actually scared the hell out of me.
What?
I'm playing a weird pseudo analog horror game, and an enemy came from a corner of the screen I did not know they could come from. And it
Mm.
scared me.
Ah.
Oh, I think I'm dead. Nope.
I
Oh, we gotta get
agree.
outta here,
Nope,
though.
you are a good boy and you are not allowed to die. I will kill anyone that tries to harm you. Because you
I
are
will join
mine.
Sim on that. I'm joining Zim on the killing parts keep them away from Matteo.
But I like dinosaurs. We should keep them alive.
Are you saying a dinosaur's after Matteo?
Yes. That's the only thing that could kill him.
So I'll respond to all these allegations when I'm out of danger.
Are you ever out of danger? You're always
In
in
this game,
range
I
of
am.
Zim laughing and making puns.
It's
Not
true.
because the pun is bad, but because he laughs
But
as old as he is.
what?
His laugh sounds as old as he is.
Crazy. That is such a mean thing to say.
He knows what he does, and he does it on purpose. I can be mean to him.
I don't have any idea what you're talking about, Kip Cap.
Your
I
aborted
thought we
Piedmon
were
laugh.
friends.
Weird. It's like your. It's the weird version of your, like, food was great, goodbye, but, like, laughing in a really cursed way. And I don't know how you manage to nail it perfectly every time. It is terrifying. I hate it.
Food was great, goodbye!
Yeah, that. Bugger for laughing.
Alright, what did my enemies allege?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Something about
Mm.
dinosaurs or something? I don't know.
Shit, you're right.
So, what was causing pandemonium then?
I'll show you. Actually, it'll show itself soon.
Oh, you still streaming?
Hello there.
Ah,
Oh wait, you're not streaming.
No, I'm just sharing with the Discord.
Oh, fair enough.
Oh, we got bad luck on the items today. Fuck.
Ross Husky, to
Ah.
be fair. I only get to be mean because it was being mean to me.
That's how it works. That's equilibrium.
What did I do?
You know what you did the other day.
Alright.
When?
I think it was Tuesday night.
I'm afraid I'm drawing a blank.
Why are you drawing a blank? Just draw your gun.
Gib Gab, I've drawn my weapon on a whiteboard. What's the next step?
Put it away. Because no gun allowed in BC.
Don't
Season
speed
9.
up. That's not fair.
how's the house coming along?
Ah, it is coming along well. Still a
How's the
lot of
process?
work to do.
Frost Husky's requesting a pun from you.
That doesn't look like he's requesting that though.
Sounds like Gib Gab's requesting a pun from you.
Okay, yeah, I'm requesting a pun for you. Make a dad joke.
Oh,
I'd love for you to. I love them. They're great.
What's up, CJ? What evil things have I done? Why are you trying to insult me and stuff? Like, come on.
Oh shit.
Also,
dear.
Pakesh,
Oh dear. Oh
I'm
dear.
sure Maddie would be okay with uppies and squishes normally, but he is very, it's very hot where he's at, and, well, you are a polar bear, and thus you are very, very warm.
Also, you'd probably kill me on sight, to be honest. I do be half your size. And very edible.
Well, that just sounds hot.
Well, yeah, the temperature is
Dude.
pretty warm.
That's cheating. You can't be here this early. That's fucked up.
It's raining.
I have no idea what I've done, CJ.
Oh, crap.
But it can't be that unbearable.
Oh, thank God. Rex has just arrived with ice.
Ooh.
Cool.
And sweet tea, but, you know, ice.
Good
Wait,
ice
you'll
cream
don't-
too.
Good boy.
You don't have like an ice maker?
I have ordered one for, it'll be here Tuesday. Or Monday.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, why are you playing on a DS while flashing the monster with a camera?
Great question. Cute.
Bunny.
The skinned monster. I actually want to see the skinned monster. Character confidant watches the valley. Welcome both new and old members alike. While our government continues to ignore the truths hiding in our very own forest, we've been hard at work. Let's cover the latest news, mysteries, and conspiracies. Oh my god. Mm,
That's a lot of reading.
oh, the only quote we managed to get was "Get the hell off my doorstep." uh. Alright, let's see what this skinned creature looks like. Don't like that. Don't like that one bit.
No, thank you.
I'm actually nervous to see it in game. It's probably scary. Okay, gotta add 1,000 points somehow. Ah, that's why he was being such a jerk that game. His aggression was almost all the way up.
Mm.
Pat pat the Maddie.
Chicken. Chicken.
Snuggle
Chicken
the
spawn
Maddie.
rate 100%.
Scritch behind
Yes.
the Maddie
Them.
ears.
All the chickens.
That lowers my score.
But
I
chicken.
gotta get my. Okay, fine. All the chicken, but the monster's also pissed.
Yes,
He's
because of the
so angry all the time.
Thanks to me. Woo!
Tell you what, we can turn
We
down
know who to
the
blame now.
disaggression.
I'm always to blame for pissing off the monster.
Unfortunately, not wrong.
Exactly.
Okay. Let's try it. Can't wait to see this big scary son of a bitch. So the problem is I have to learn a whole new set of sprites because you gotta watch for red eyes.
Oh, right.
Yeah, gotta learn what this motherfucker looks like. Figure out where his eyes are. Hey, drink. Give me a drink. Thank you. Chicken.
Okay, at risk of sounding like an idiot, but like to ask the question, was it the original Game Boy or the later version of it that had the you could like close the screen on, or is it like the
That
which one
was
like
the
original?
Game Boy Advance SP. Was the first one to have that.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, just saw something from the original Game Boy, so I had to quickly like look up which one it was. Oh,
Okay, we need to turn the drive speed down. Because obstacles were much more of a problem than I anticipated them being. We can turn up the aggression. Turn down the item spawns. And turn down the hunger.
What was that about there, Gip Gap?
oh, no matter. I think I cut it off. I just went.
I noticed. But why?
I saw a
what?
spot on the wall that looked really like white, so I was staring at it, and I just went, I don't know, I'm gonna ignore it, and then I just meowed. I think it's from the last time they painted the wall, and that probably like painted a little bit on there.
Okay then.
Let's go for it. So what do I need to look out for? Oh yeah, the monster's angry. Okay.
Do I need any reason to meow?
Pat pat the
look,
Gip
look.
Gap.
It's not often I get to have like the whole place to myself for myself. I can just make whatever noise I want whenever I want because I want.
Dine
So
game,
it's-
dine real life.
Is it just cat noises? Or do you do other noises too?
No, I make them.
Yeah,
I use
but-
my
Alright.
Yeah, no, but like, is it do you just make cat noises? Do you do other noises?
I just make noises.
Fair enough.
Apparently, a lot of them when I play Repo.
Right.
Yeah, they somebody
love you,
clipped one of them, and I was like, I've never heard that noise before. I didn't even know I could make that noise. What the fuck?
It's amazing what panic and adrenaline can do.
You know, right?
And we're just gonna get right back in the car. Ooh, hi. Excuse me.
No.
I flashed him because I didn't see eyes at all. So is not seeing eyes his red eye?
Probably so.
What? Okay. Alright. Let's try this again. Alright, so if he comes from the back and we can't see him, then don't flash him, I guess. That seems a little cruel, but... Oh wait, we can grab this. That's easy. That's right
You
there.
just really want to flash that monster, huh?
No. Whoops. There we go.
Oops.
Now it should be safe.
Why's my microphone so sensitive?
Okay, I saw his eyes that time.
Oh well, who knows?
So why are you flashing people? Just spooking them off, I guess.
Okay, so that's the trick. If you can't see his eyes, flash him.
If you can't see them, don't flash them.
Oh shit. That actually makes this kind of easy.
Famous
If I could...
words.
All right.
Nice. Easy win.
Yeah, so the ability to just not flash him when I have to guess if he's actually there, that makes this a lot easier. Whereas the other ones, you can usually see the eyes, but you have to guess if they're red. Oh, you're fast. Oh my god, you're fast.
Oh lord, he's zooming.
Oh, he coming. Oh, we gotta get out of
Or
here.
are you? Oh whoa.
Oh, he's pissed. Oh, he can travel through trees too. That's not fair.
Hex.
Is this the same house as last time? With the
What was-
hexagons?
Yes, I'm still working on this one.
Oh! It looks so nice. I didn't. Oh, I just noticed. Give me a tour. I want to see how much has changed.
Well, there's lots of stuff about, but I've changed the outside quite a bit. I
Oh.
did not like this. I still didn't figure out how to change the roof here, but I didn't like this coloring, so I changed all that. I kept the I've kept the honeycomb pattern and made it work, I think.
Oh, you got the fridge to fit with
Yes.
the gap thing? Oh. Oh, it looks so good.
Heck yeah. Ooh,
I wish I could have
thanks.
gotten this window centered over the sink, but there wasn't a window that was the right size for that.
Oh, I like the little painting you added
Oh yeah,
to the right.
I wanted to put a little something up. But yeah, you got shoe storage, coat hanger, little wardrobe for whatever. Got some various things. You got a home alarm. Got a little wolf
Dang, can I
head,
have Zim come design houses? Oh, Wolfhead!
Yeah. In the
But I
living
should
room
probably watch
here.
your stream on Discord because everything's gonna be delayed if I look at the
Yeah,
Twitch one.
yeah.
There we go.
I was not ready to hear the.
Ooh, I love the going all in on like kind of geometric design.
It's a very
Yeah.
pretty house.
Kind of, I thought that looked nice to put on the wall there. Got a
It
nice
makes me feel like
big couch.
there
Actually
should
speaking
be
of-
some kind of like basic phrase above it, like explore the world, or like explore the world and your heart, or something like that.
Live, laugh, love.
Yeah, like a live, laugh, love thing above that compass. That's the
I mean,
vibe it gives me.
that is one thing I can put up there, but no.
Oh my god.
Got your game system, which I customized the design of it to match the decor. You got the controllers hidden in the drawer here. 4 of them, of course.
Damn it.
Wow, I'm surprised the game like has that much detail.
Oh yeah. And then some,
Is
you
that a
know,
mirror?
I wanted to bring a little bit more, a little bit of life to this, so I put in a little planter here. And yes, this is a mirror.
Oh, the dark kind of coloring on it made me think it was like another like very long monitor to the right of the TV.
No. Yeah, that's a mirror. You got the thermostat there. God, I wish it were 70. Still working on
Don't blame
the bedroom here. And the rest of this is, well, yeah.
We don't look in the cursed hot water tank bathroom yet, just yet.
Yeah, not yet.
Hot water tank bathroom?
So originally when I bought this house, it had a tub here and a giant hot water tank just up here.
Oh.
Just mounted
Oh, I
to
don't-
the wall and was like, that is terrifying.
Oh yeah, I love the idea about just, coming loose while you're taking a bath, and that's great. Or, just the fact you'll probably bonk your head on it a couple of times every time you get out the bath. That's... I love blunt force trauma. It's so impactful in terms
It's
of
my
design.
favorite flavor of trauma.
As a feature in my bathroom.
Let me just show you what was mounted. This giant freaking thing.
No.
Oh, I fucking.
This was
I hate
just
that.
like this above the tub.
No. I
That
don't
is
like
horrendous.
that. No.
God,
yeah.
That looks like something you pop in a garden, not in your bathroom. My god.
That reminds me of a property where my family would go on vacation sometimes. In Florida, I think it was, we had some place that was owned by a friend of the family, and it didn't amount to much besides this shack with one big ass bed. But right above the bed was the window air conditioner, which protruded about a foot out over you as you slept. And I only remember this because the first time ever I can recall bleeding in my life was when I sat up after waking up and just hearing that metal rattle. Yeah, that's what that reminds me of.
Yeah. No. Just no. But for now, back to the bedroom.
Sorry, that was a long-winded story, huh? Apologies.
Oh no, you did nothing wrong. I was saying that in reference to, like, I'm done showing off the house, essentially.
Despite the mismatched and broken tiles, the bathroom could have been worse. Could have had carpet.
Why would you want to do that to a place?
I wouldn't. It's a terrible idea. I mean, it can get worse from there too, though. I mean, you can have a carpeted floor in the bathroom, but you could also have like carpeted walls, which is just a terrible idea.
You should randomly put croissants everywhere. Like hide it behind like a place nobody would
No.
think to look. What, you don't like surprise croissants? Croissant.
Maybe if they didn't go bad eventually.
I doubt the ones in the house flipper go bad, unless you're telling me they coated in rotting food.
Okay, they don't go bad as far as I'm aware, but I still don't like that idea at all.
Okay.
I mean, I think baked goods are nice. Though might be getting ahead of ourselves. House still needs work done to it.
Holy but Jeebus, this thing's huge.
That's a ride, lad.
Okay, we're not going with that one.
Ah, look at the little fennec.
Me?
Let me pick him up and pet him.
Yep. I thought you would have seen this particular TF Talkie before.
I had not.
I mean, I'd certainly pet that. It's adorable.
I have
These
so
fennec-
many TF Talkies.
You do.
Yes.
I haven't seen the full list, but there's seemingly a lot of them.
2 exclamation point potion.
You should just do that now.
Fennec.
I dislike this desk immensely. But
That just ain't it. It ain't it, Chief.
Desk in an ICU.
Those desk legs are too skinny. It doesn't
yeah,
look right.
yeah, it does.
There's
it
no
very
way
much
it would
does
support
not.
the right weight.
How much money did all these pictures cost for this? Must be some expensive.
So far I have spent $81,000 on renovating this place.
You made 14,000 from all the junk and weeds you sold.
Yes.
Scrap prices nowadays are pretty good, huh? kind of poof, getting a bit late, and I could use a little bit of actual proper sleep. So, yeah, love fun.
Have a good night.
Night.
And I
So, yeah.
Well, actually, I guess instead I'll go with this chair because it's technically, supposed to match that one. This is probably the weirdest desk lamp I've ever seen, but whatever.
Sorry, I walked away to wash dishes, but also, by the way, Zim.
Yes.
You can't keep getting around with it.
I can't what?
Can't keep getting away with it. Sorry, it's not around. Can't keep getting away with it. You gotta stop.
What?
Wild Traditions was an emotional roller coaster last session. How dare you?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? The volcano spat out Sportan.
Something wrong with that?
Nothing wrong.
Also, I did not say that that was, that's where they came from.
That's my interpretation of it because I think it's funnier to say that.
Ah, fair enough. Hello, Raijin.
Hi, Regin.
Hello, Raijin.
Raijin.
Uh-oh, it's Raijin. Uh-oh.
Raijin, I need to ask. Why is Squirrel what is it? I'm trying to remember the football term.
Spiking you into the ground?
Yes, spiking, thank you.
Brian, are you telling me you don't want to get folded by Squirrel?
That's besides the point.
No, that's the entire point.
I don't think it'd be that hard. I'm pretty sure Brian folds easier than paper.
Also, hello there, Raijin. Mwah.
Hey, hon. Mwah.
While I wouldn't mind taking fighting lessons from Squirrel. And getting folded like a million times.
Oh, I'm sure you'll plenty about wrestling.
Great, you got me checking that list that I originally had planned for this. Cool.
Yeah, I was just gonna comment that, like, yeah, that's what the key smash was for, by the way. What do you mean he's back so nonchalantly? What do you mean?
He's back.
Nike's back. They just did
Welcome
it.
back.
Yeah.
Do
No,
you want
okay,
me
fine.
to keep them away?
I never said that, but it's like one moment they're not, and then the next they're there. You can't keep tugging at my heartstrings like this.
Pretty sure I can.
Geeman didn't see the art.
Keep it. Oh, well, I'll absolutely bring it up.
You know what, I'm just happy nobody clipped my first reaction to it.
It was very close to
I can go
the
back and do
beginning
that.
of the stream, so yeah, please do. So here's the art.
Aww.
Yeah, it's adorable, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I just want to see the next frame
And-
of like,
Here's part
Magna.
2.
yes.
Aww. How loving and
I'm dead.
I didn't know there was a part 2, and this makes me happier than you can imagine.
As I said earlier, Brian, you're not dead. You are at least alive enough to cry.
Yeah.
So I spent like 3 or 4 hours rendering the shadows on this, and the whole time I was staring at it, I was just like, Magna looks so dunkable right now.
Dunkable.
Dunkable.
Adunkable. People are adorable. People like Mario are adorkable. People like Brian are adunkable. Oh, also, I wanted to say, Mario.
Yeah.
Sorry, you and I are different. You want to pet the Fennecs. I want to be the Fennec pet. We're not the same.
Oh, so you do want to be a pet?
I see.
Good
Are you
boy.
like... Are you like... I don't know, just always ready to say something like that, just like always flip it around.
That's my name.
Don't wear it out.
Just permanently sitting here like... how can I best tear
My-
someone's words around just to make it a
My
little
name
like...
is RDY after all.
And if you turn
Yes, I
around,
am
it says
always ready.
Whitey.
YDR.
Oh.
What did he just say? How did you just set off Gib Gab again?
RDY.
That was
So yes, I am always ready. Because Gib Gab earlier asked if I'm just always ready to turn people's words around.
Ah.
And yes, it's my
That's-
name.
awful. Awful. I love that so much. That's great.
The best part is you didn't get it at first because you are so trained to think my name is Rai. But in other communities where people don't my name is pronounced, they get it much faster.
So what is the story behind the pronunciation? Because I definitely did not realize that until I heard your name like 1,000 times. Because you kept trying for me!
The D is silent. I just like putting the D in places.
Oh my god.
I'm dead.
So, full answer is the R sound is actually not the English R. It's a voice retroflex flap, which is present in not a whole lot of languages. It's present in Japanese and Korean and a couple of other languages. So it's a little bit closer to the French R. But at the time that I came up with my name, Raijin, I didn't know much about the IPA. So I was just like, so it's an R sound kind of combined with a D sound. So I will write RD instead of R. And that's it. That's the story.
I'm sorry, I can't get over the fact that you like with a straight did just go and say it's a voiced retroflex flap. Just like
Yeah.
Like that wasn't the dorkiest thing I've heard all day.
That's what it is in the international alphabet.
I mean, I know that's just the word R or the letter R as we spell it in English.
No, the voice retroflex flap is distinctly not the English R. That's the problem.
Give me a moment.
Pet the hex.
I might be like mixing it. I'm pretty sure it's actually just a Spanish R in that case.
The Spanish, the RR is a trill.
No, just the R.
It's close. It's in Portuguese. So if you're thinking in Portuguese, they'll use the voice retroflex flap.
Let's see. No, that would be. Is it?
Hex.
Aww.
You're my good boy. Yes, you are. You're my good boy. Oh, you're a good boy. Oh, you're a good boy. Oh, you're a good boy. Screechy screech. Screechy screech.
No. Has your mouth always
Can you
been
stop playing
animated?
with your pet? I'm trying to be a nerd.
Yes, the mouth has always been animated on this one.
Okay, I'm just crazy. Distracted by other things.
Like, oh, these head pats are getting. Oh, you're a good boy.
So, Gib Gab, it seems like the Spanish R is the voiced alveolar or post-alveolar approximant.
That's what I'm checking. Cause
the notable...
the one that I'm seeing here was the voice alveolar tap. Voice alveolar tap.
It could also be the tap.
Yeah, because I think of like the
rolled R is the alveolar trill.
Yes.
So the retroflex, that's when you actually roll your tongue backwards. So you have your tongue at that spot where your palate falls off and turns into the softer part of your mouth. So you're right at that boundary, but your tongue is folded back, but you're also not making a click noise.
Ra.
Ra.
Or,
Ra.
Yeah. Ra. Ra. Right.
It's extremely close, yes, but it's slightly different.
Right.
Raijin.
Right.
Right.
Raijin.
Right.
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 El Rijin.
Right. Right. Right.
El ferrocarril. El
I
carro
also just accept the
del toro,
English
el
R because I know
ferrocarril.
this is bullshit.
All letters are bullshit.
But don't hit me with the French R.
That's
I will
not
not
a
respect you.
French is not a real
Hygiene.
language.
Hygiene.
Hygiene.
Hex, I will draw you getting suplexed.
No!
Don't do that. Oh yeah, also, why did Ren drink that much? I saw the picture he posted.
Because
Oh,
I
so he-
told him to.
So he did wind up drinking tonight.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Zim, are you
Crazy.
trying to get him killed?
No.
Good God.
Yeah. How often he's drinking after having had his first drink ever, like a week or two ago.
It's
I'm worried
only
about
been
him.
once a weekend.
He's
As far as I
asked
know,
for
he's
it a
not doing it
lot
on
more.
weekdays.
He,
Oh,
he-
he's
What's up?
asking for it?
he is asking for more than I'm letting him, but tonight I went ahead and let him.
Well, he's got to learn his lesson somehow, I guess. Better late than never for him to have his party phase.
I prefer that if he does drink more,
Also, what the heck? TF me, people.
I really hope that if he does want to drink more, then that please stop him until it's like we're able to assist. Because I don't want something bad to happen.
Brian, I will keep an eye on him.
Okay.
I really don't think it's a problem right now,
Okay.
but I won't let it become a problem either.
Gotcha.
Meanwhile, there's me with my problem with drinking water.
Yeah, I should probably
Need to
stop
just-
that.
Yeah, for some reason, I just like drink an ungodly amount of water, and then I'm like, well, now I want more. I have to go get up and.
That's because everything about you is ungodly.
True. One day I hope to be so ungodly that if I walk into a church, I burst into flames. If not, what have I really done with my life?
So I don't think alcohol is going to be a problem for Ren, because as soon as he has to buy his own alcohol, he's going to not.
Oh yeah, there's that too. I mean, the guy won't even turn on his own. He won't even turn on his lights.
He,
I remember
he's
this
literally
song.
coasting on the bottle of tequila that I bought for him.
Yeah, definitely not worried.
Hey Mario,
Yeah.
Question.
Yes.
If we ever meet, do you think you could bring a bottle?
What do you mean if?
What?
Swamp water.
I don't know what that is.
Literally swamp water. You live in the south. There's swamps, right?
There are swamps, but not like
Oh.
within reach.
Oh, okay,
Everywhere, swamp within reach.
Swamp water as an alcoholic beverage is when you just mix a whole bunch of whatever and make it green.
Of course, there's an actual drink called that.
But you want legitimate swamp water.
Of course.
Why?
Because that way I can use it to threaten people. I can
Yep,
look at the
yep.
people in the parking in the building who go like, yes, I will park my car halfway outside the parking spot, even though there's still plenty of room for me to park, and I can just be like, if you keep doing
Yep,
that, I'll
yep.
pour swamp water on your car. What?
You live in Florida.
Yeah, and?
That's basically the swamp capital of the world.
Yeah, and?
Go get it yourself.
No, because there's alligators and crocodiles in there, and they might eat me.
And you want
the
my
exact-
pet to go there?
Yes. 'Cause
I
he's a
care
fierce,
about
dangerous
Matteo,
red
and I do
panda.
not want him getting hurt.
Well, he's a fierce and dangerous red panda. He can fight the alligators.
That's the reason why I'm not getting it for you, Maddie. Sorry. That's the reason why I'm not going to get it either, Gib Gab.
Well, you're a coward. So. You play
Pet the
Zeech.
Matteo.
I can't respect that.
I want to point out there is no, never mind. That's not a swamp. It's a lake.
Look, it's fine. It's fine. Worst case scenario, we can just take a boat right through the Everglades and hold hands. How about that, Mario?
Okay.
I don't know.
You
Everglades
wanna-
just ain't really my style.
You don't want to see the gators?
No.
Honestly, like for real, like real talk, having gone like on those like fan boat trips, like the little rides they put on, it's actually pretty cool. It's only just mildly terrifying when they suddenly stop and they're like, sorry, nobody get near the edge. There's more gators here than I expected. We're just gonna turn around really quickly, and you're like, what? Okay.
It's like, I have to break my facade real quickly. It's more dangerous than I thought it would be.
Yeah, they're just like, I'm sorry, we're turning around, don't mind us. And then you turn around and then you don't see anything, but apparently that place is just too many crocodiles or alligators. And you're like, okay. But also it's really cool to like walk around the like part that they determine for the tourists, and they're like fenced off, so you know you're walking on like basically wooden walkways around, little wooden bridges between like little spots of land in the area, and there's like the little fence after that, and then you see like the gators just lying around being like, yeah, we been chilling, we just laying around. And then one of them looks at you and like hisses, and you're like, oh god. That's really cool. I still want to pet an alligator.
Go pet you a gator.
Someday I will. Probably like at a zoo event. But also like, look, I'm barely brave enough to like pet the little mantas they put at the aquarium. When they're like, hey, you can pet these, just don't pet them while they're feeding. And I like reach in and you like rub your hand over them and it's like, ooh, they're slimy.
Yeah.
And it's weird. But also don't touch their tail.
Meanwhile, my local zoo, you can buy a cup of fish, or you can buy a piece of fish to feed the mantas.
I mean, they're meant to be like
Yeah,
little
Rex
baby
had a great
ones.
experience with that.
Yeah, he loved it.
What did he do? He didn't eat the fish, right?
No.
That's just what came to mind when you said that.
Good God.
To be fair, I could kind of see him doing that.
Num num num.
Here, you can buy fish food. Wait, Rex, that's for the mantis. You're not supposed to eat that.
But
Crunch, crunch.
no, he he does not have a great relationship with the ocean. So he was terrified.
I can understand it. Maybe that's what we need, Zim.
What?
We need to find a co-op cave diving game.
I already know one.
Subnautica doesn't count.
Murky
Baratron doesn't
Divers.
count either. What's it called?
Murky Divers.
Interesting. I'll take a look at it later. It should be fun. So much fun.
There we go.
Hey, Razum.
Right, right,
Hey,
right, right, right.
Mwah.
Mwah.
Aw. Good night, Ido.
Night, Ido.
Good night, Ido. Ido Fluffy, and the Fluffy is cute.
Did you know that Ido is a wonderful being? I'm going to kiss him one day. I'm going to kiss that dog.
Same here.
All right, clip it. Clip it.
I mean, Ido's not the first one that Raijin has made plans to kiss.
I was unaware there was a plan to kiss me before I got kissed the first time.
I mean, clearly you liked it.
Oh yeah. Many, many more times over the course of the con. But that first time, I don't even remember how it played out. Like, I was so stunned.
Bamboozled. Discombobulated even.
Like part of me is like, you grabbed either side of my face and pulled me in. Part of you is like, you leaned in and I closed the distance. Like, I don't exactly remember what happened.
I'm not going to clarify.
God damn it. There's this embarrassing gap in my memory.
I'll take that as a compliment.
The tea that Rex grabbed for me is overbrewed.
It's overbrewed.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It's got a bitter flavor to it because they brewed the tea for too long. And it sucks. But I am continuing to drink it because it is something cold.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting here 2 seconds away from grabbing my blanket.
Yeah, I don't care what the pricing is. I do not want to be on the top floor of any apartment anymore.
Oh,
I'm
the
in
heat
top
rise
floor.
is great.
I'm in the middle floor.
So I will say it was real nice being in Ren's studio because he's like in the middle of the building, and he doesn't even have to turn the AC on. Like it was night and it was kind of chilly. It's like what the heck?
Bottom to middle is the best for the for where to be in an apartment building.
Yeah, we're in the middle. It's just this thing has over like 30 floors. But nah, it's not even that. The AC is just on. I'll wait.
Our AC is on. It's just not keeping up.
Yeah, I know.
Bird.
What is it? I got moved from being on the bottom floor to the top floor of a different building earlier this year. I fucking hate it. The heat just sucks.
Hey, Mattio. Maddie. Hey.
Hello.
Hey. You're my good
I
boy.
think I heard my name. I
Yes,
can't
you
tell over the
did.
sounds of a Elden Ring battle.
Okay, Mattio. I'll speak louder. You're my good boy.
Oh shit! Ah, got me. Damn. Also, I am good boy. Always good boy.
Yes, you are.
The miraculous bottom accepting the compliment.
It doesn't take much when I belong to you.
Interesting.
I still remember when I got banned.
You probably deserved it.
That toilet looks extraordinarily uncomfortable. Why
It
is
does.
so square. Human bodies are not usually that shape and
No, this-
angle.
This is Steve's house, though.
Oh, Steve!
Yeah,
What are you
yeah.
talking about, Hex? I learned everything about human anatomy from Minecraft. That's why I'm such a great artist.
Dang it! Is that why I'm so bad? Why am I looking at all the wrong
Hex?
things? Well, clearly I was not
Hex?
looking at the correct reference.
You
I
are
should have
my
been looking at
goddamn good boy.
Minecraft.
Do I make myself clear?
Well, no, you heard what I did. I needed to
You
look
are a
at
fucking good boy.
Minecraft references.
You are a fantastic artist.
Send me the Minecraft
Stop arguing
references
with me. You're a good boy. In fact, I order you to admit it. Come on, Hex. Admit that you're a great artist.
Record scratch.mp4.
He is shaking his canvas. Hex.
Why are you shaking your canvas, Hex? You know better than that.
Hex, unmute yourself. Admit you're a great artist.
Hex, you gotta do it. Trust. Because even I believe you're a great artist.
Literally everybody else here will say that as well. Okay, alternative idea. Admit you're a great artist, or I'm going to start grabbing all of your art and showing it on stream for everybody.
Okay, fine. I'm a decent artist.
I said great artist.
I'm a grape artist.
I
Crazy.
heard that mispronunciation there. All right, grabbing your art.
I'm a great artist.
Say
Good
again.
boy.
Thank you.
I can't tell. Who's the one that's supposed to be teasing Hex? Is it Brian or is it you?
No, I'm sorry. I just didn't hear it the last time. That's on me.
No, you absolutely heard. You absolutely heard. No.
Please go clip him saying that. I will be using that against him.
Okay. Yay.
Oh right, that's why I remembered. I was like momentarily wondering why I was like, why did I ever want to ask for swamp water? And then I actually remembered the reason why, because I forgot midway through saying that. I saw a really cool video about like the variances in like swamps throughout some of the parts of the southern United States, and I was like, how cool would it be to have like a cup of swamp water from different parts of like southern United States and compare them? That was why that question arose in the first place.
Ah, so you're just gonna get a bunch of swamp water and do the big sippy. Got it.
No, because I'm gonna end up like Nova trying to sip me from the ocean. Except in a hospital.
Finish saving, please. Please just finish saving, Clip.
Because as we all know, God isn't trying to punish Nova. God is just giving up, right?
I don't know how to say about that. I'm posting it to Clips, but Zim, pretty sure you want it as well.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I will be using it to remind Hex from time to time.
I am sending it to you now.
Good boy, Brian.
Alright. I'm gonna get myself a bottle of water and head to bed.
I hope you sleep
Okay.
well. You're my good boy.
Good night.
Love you,
Sleep well,
Maddie.
Maddie.
Mwah.
Is it weird that earlier in the day when I realized I could make as much noise as I wanted in the apartment without anyone bothering me, I just howled?
No,
That's adorable. That's adorable to know.
it is very adorable.
I was just sitting here like literally sitting on the computer after everything on VC with a friend, and I was like, "Yo, I can make noise," and I just let it howl. I was like, "Yo, bog." Oh yeah, my Switch is charged. I'm so sorry. Today, more than anything else, my brain is all sorts of places. It's just jumping around way too much.
We noticed.
Look, normally I'm able to at least keep myself on track. My brain's just everywhere. I have been exceedingly productive at anything that isn't being productive.
Ah.
Oh, I forgot. I'm so happy I did it. I got like a little Switch joystick that I used to replace one of the controllers, and it ended up working, but it came up with these like little joystick coverings that have little paws on them, and I left them.
Okay then. I will keep that in mind.
What's up?
What you were talking about. About
Little
the
paws?
joystick and stuff.
Yeah, they're great.
Oh,
One of them is blue, one of them is pink, and I love it.
nice.
I don't know why you're gonna keep it mad about it, but you know.
I
No,
will
see,
remember to use it
it
against
does-
you.
It doesn't say it. Like, I go to Smash, I go to like select the rule set, and then I hover over the battlefield. All right, I select the stage, and then I look at the characters, and I go like, oh look, there's I don't know, there's Kirby, and it doesn't say the game it's from. It displays the little like icon of the game behind them, but it like because I see the like, for example, Sheik and Zelda have the same one, and so does like Toon Link, but it doesn't say the name of the game they're from.
Okay.
I was justified in not knowing. Somebody said it showed up, but it doesn't
Data.
show in here.
You should know at least that it does come from a Zelda game. Sorry. a Legend of Zelda game, the
Why
Super
would I
Mario
know-
game.
Why would I know that she comes from a Legend of Zelda game? If I haven't played a Legend of Zelda game.
The icon.
Well, I didn't pay attention to it. I never paid attention to it. Why would I ever pay attention to it?
Pat pat gip gap.
Oh. Simon and Richter's icon makes a lot of sense.
You must be the Belmont.
Scree.
I didn't realize you could put the plant in with such precision as well. Can you put the plant on the ground, or does it have to be in soil?
I can put it on the ground if I wanted. I can also just give it a little soil patch under it.
Oh!
Yeah.
Hmm. Frost Husky, shoot me a DM for that stuff. Hello.
Who joineth us?
Hi, Seda.
Hello. Hi,
Hi,
Seda.
Seda.
It has been 84 years. But alas, the Seda has returned.
Wait, if you're the one making that quote, then damn it, I'm the one that died.
Oh no.
Yeah. Sorry, it was yesterday. A truck decided to pay you a very friendly visit.
Look, I thought Truck Coon didn't deliver to this dimension.
Is
I'm
there a
afraid
problem
all
with this
myths are based on
dimension?
reality.
When Dart's not around, Jet returns to the void.
It's just me coming back, and it's just the freaking community meme. It's like, wait, I was gone for 2 minutes. Why are people dying, and why is everything on fire?
Brian's fault.
I did nothing.
It's always your fault.
It's not always my fault.
When has it not been your fault? Name one time.
Ren getting drunk.
Sounds like your fault.
But it's not.
Hey, what's up, Seda?
Not much, just finished dinner.
After making a grave mistake.
What was the grave mistake?
You told me about the can of worms.
My DMs are on fire right now.
Oh no.
Hope he's not mad.
Nope, not mad. Look, not mad at me.
Ah. So clearly mad at Gip Gap.
Oh, definitely.
Understandable.
Deserved.
Seems only a minute.
I was gonna say, could you even open the thing? But then I realized it's a basket. You can move it.
Yeah. Oh, now it's stuck open. Oh, you're talking about the washer dryer.
Yeah, but you can move the basket.
Yeah.
Presumably, you put the basket there, and then you take it out to use it, and then you stand where the basket was.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, let's get swapped over to the next game.
Ooh, it's the next game, huh?
So, thank you everybody for joining us today for House Flipper 2, as well as this Art Marten stream. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. They're on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by grabbing packs of cards or stream loots, using our Humble Bundle partner link, or by commissioning one of the artists I manage for. Their details are at zgf.art. But for now, thanks so much for joining, and I bid you the most fondest adieu.
Adios.
Bye-bye.
Bye.